I just want to clarify, I don't think I'm the most interesting person ever. These book recommendations are just inspired by some of the most interesting people that I know and the things that they would read. I had a list of 5, but I decided to add one on the end just as a little cherry on top. Also, if we haven't met yet, hi, my name's Rachel and welcome to my channel. I love to talk about stories that I love and living a cozy and creative life. So today I wanted to share 5 books that I think will make you a more interesting person, and not in a pretentious name dropping at a dinner party type of way. These are books that will help shape your thinking, spark interesting conversations, and help you see the world in a little bit of a different way. Let's jump right in. So first off, I just wanted to say that I think reading fiction will actually make you a more interesting person than if you just read a bunch of self-help books. And here's why. Fiction causes you to find the answers to the question that the author asks. You have to form your own thoughts and opinions about what they're saying. You're piecing together meaning from what the author has given you, and everyone's gonna fit those puzzle pieces together in a bit of a different way. And that's what makes conversation about good stories so interesting. Everyone brings their own worldview and imagination into the mix. Also, I'm not giving you this list just so that you can flex these books in conversation and be an insufferable person. I'm giving these to you as a way to let these books change you and challenge you in ways that you might not have been before. The most interesting people that I know do 2 things really well. Number 1, they care a lot about other people. And number 2, they care a lot about thinking well. So with that in mind, let's talk about the books. The first book is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and I lost the sleeve for my version of this. It has this really pretty engraving on the side. This book has a little bit of dark academia energy, and one of my favorite college professors, who was very interesting, recommended this book a lot. It had a lot of themes about self-worth, youth, and our culture's obsession with beauty. In the story, Dorian gets his portrait painted, and he becomes obsessed with this version of himself. He wants to maintain the youth and beauty that he has in the portrait forever, and everything just kind of devolves from there. It's really eerie and thought-provoking, and depending on who you are, you will definitely draw very different conclusions from this book. The second book is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. This one's a bit of a wild ride. It's about a young sailor who is unrightfully arrested for treason and ends up spending a lot of years in prison. During that time, he meets this man who tells him about this treasure. When the sailor eventually escapes the prison, he finds the treasure, ends up enacting revenge or justice upon the men that put him into prison in the first place. It talks about revenge and people getting what they deserve, and how justice isn't always black and white. It's a really thick book, so it might take a while to get through, but the 2024 adaptation is really good. So if you want to watch that to help you get through the book, I would highly recommend. The third book is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. The fourth one is just the most popular, so that's the one I'm going to show here, but I think all of them are worth reading. You might be thinking, Rachel, a children's book? Really? Yes. Fairy tales are serious literature. They're how we pass down morals and values to our young and teach them how to think about good and evil, courage and bravery. And besides all that, C.S. Lewis is just an incredible author who brings a lot of whimsy and theological concepts into his writing that I think are very worth reading. The fourth book, and one of my favorites, is called Flowers for Algernon, and it's by Daniel Keyes. This one stayed with me for a long time after I read it, and I definitely cried while reading it as well. It follows Charlie, a young man who has some serious mental issues, as a part of this science experiment to help him grow in his knowledge. The story is told through his progress reports, so you're experiencing his transformation and everything that comes with it in real time. It's honestly really heartbreaking. It asks a lot of questions about what does it mean to be human, what does it mean to be smart, and why do we treat people differently when we think they're less capable. It's a really short read, but I think it's super impactful. Pride and Prejudice is more than just a love story. It's got wit, charm, and a social commentary running throughout. At its heart, it's a book about perception, how we judge other people once we have preconceived notions about them. And the entire story is basically a masterclass in character development and emotional intelligence and charm. It's just so worth the read. It's timeless for a reason. Okay, I said I was giving you a little bit of a bonus, so here's your bonus book, and it's not just one book, it's actually a series of books, and it's anything Shakespeare. If I had to start anywhere, I would start with Julius Caesar. It's very interesting, and it's got a lot of wit and charm to it. So there you go, 5 books that, in my opinion, will make you a deeper thinker, a better conversationalist, and have a little bit of a more well-rounded view of the world. And it's not because they make you look smart, but because they make you curious, and curious people are always the most interesting to talk to. If you've read any of these, or if you have other interesting books that you think that I should check out, please let me know in the comments, because I love getting book recommendations, especially from you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and hopefully I'll see you next time. So go make some good stories.